All right, get the administrative things out of the way with. So I'll give you a few minutes or a few seconds to take a picture of that. I've spoken to Pablo. He's given me permission to promote. If you would like to broaden your network or improve your interpersonal skills, I highly recommend joining my new meetup group, Speed Networking in the Tech Industry. Yeah, I'm sure you've all taken a picture, so you've all got those details. And of course, we need to reference the Slido. I'm sure you're all familiar with that as well. Shit, I forgot my presentation. Oh, that's all right. Transforming spreadsheets into web apps, Kristian Lofts, Data Solve. So this is going to be more about a technical journey of what I've been able to learn. I'm not the smartest person in the room, but my main strength is my persistence, and I will persist through anything. So here we go. So the initial grind. How did I first convert this spreadsheet into a web app? So I'm going to take you on a journey, and I'm going to give you some context. I started working in IT support for the last 8 years. And I was lucky that one of my managers gave me the opportunity to specialize in SQL. So I took Udemy courses on SQL, trying to master SQL. And I thought, what better way to master a language than to start freelancing? So I started on Fiverr. And initially, I got a lot of university students giving me their assignments. Yeah, but I guess it's good practice because you learn communication skills, you learn all these types of different things. But Fiverr is an amazing place, and if you keep grinding, keep working hard, I eventually got one client that gave me a spreadsheet, and the task was to convert that spreadsheet into a database. So that was the initial task. So this was so more context. So in this spreadsheet, there was about 60 worksheets, and it was based upon contractual agreements in the construction industry, and they were trying to work out lowest cost, a lot of financial metrics to summarize it. So that was the task. So then my naive self, I entered into the design phase. How can I go about designing this? So as my only skill was SQL Server, so I started designing a database in SQL Server. In hindsight, this is a mess. Like a year later, after I developed the solution, this is just too confusing. So I created just a schema in SQL. And then the client wanted to be able to update the database on their behalf. So then the needs changed. So we welcome Microsoft Access into the journey. So I don't know if anyone's used Microsoft Access, but yeah. If you look at dbengines.com, it's like still top 20 databases. So it's still prevalent today. But yeah, we can give the client the opportunity to update the database in the back end. Again, this mess of a schema, it's pretty ugly. Yeah, so then the needs changed again, and we need to take it online. So how do we do so? So I'm not skilled in web programming, so maybe I'm going to upset Carlo. I'm going to upset some people in the room here, but I use Bubble, low code. It's not like, granular. You don't have the finest control, but it gets the job done, and that's what I'm here to do. We're here to get the job done. So we use low-code platform. Just a bit of an explanation. If you're not familiar with low-code, basically you don't need any programming knowledge whatsoever. I apologize if it upsets you, but yeah. So here I am. I'm taking the logic that I've had from my app, and I'm using the front end for Bubble, using Bubble for the front end. How do we? So in my database, there was a lot of SQL views, which I struggled to put in the Bubble, which I struggled to make in Bubble. So how can I combat that issue? So I went through a lot of. This is the stage of learning that I went through. I went through all these solutions, no SQL. I think this is more of a buzzword and like a trend in the industry. No SQL, but I think it's overhyped and it was too confusing for me, so I ditched that option. Then started developing the backend in Azure, and after the $400 bill, I'm sure I was doing something incorrect. I'm sure I was doing something wrong, but I ditched that option. And then luckily I found, I don't know if anyone's worked with Supabase. This is fantastic. Highly recommend it as a backend. It's called a BaaS, backend as a service. They offer a free tier. So I developed my database in Supabase. They use a PostgreSQL syntax. Amazing to use. So I use that. And then, yeah, integrated it with the front ends. And you guys probably aren't interested in this, but this is just like the views that I had in the back end. Final transformation. So this was I'll give you guys a demonstration as well, but this is just what it looked like in Bubble. And the final transformation is, you guys are going to hate me even more, but I used AI to code my whole web app. And this is like the final result here. So I'll give you guys a demonstration of it now. So okay, I don't have any personal emails here, so okay, so hopefully this works. Okay, so this is what the final product is. They're still work in progress, but the client wanted to see, these are all the contractual agreements in the Excel spreadsheet, and we can visualize what they look like in this solution. Don't get too bogged down in what these filters mean, but this is, cast your eyes on the visual, I guess. And yeah, this is the final product after a year of grinding and trying to work out how to do it. So I'll go back to my last slide, which is the tech stack, if you're interested. So I used React. I know Carlo probably is going to hate me for saying that. Tailwind CSS. Mind you, I have no deep experience, so this was all recommended by ChatGPT. So probably Alan, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me now. Yeah. So yeah. So that's basically it, guys. I'm like, that's something I'm proud of. And I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, that's it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah. From a grinder to another grinder. Yeah. I have a couple of comments for you. I also have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Which one you prefer first?
The worst first. I don't know. Yeah, the comments first.
Okay, let's do the questions. Good.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Have you used Power Platform? I'm curious. Wait, I'm moving. Wait. Where are you? Yeah, have you used Power Platform? I'm curious if it could have satisfied your use case here.
Sounds too expensive.
Beautiful.
Like there's so many open source products that you can just use and just start developing. Like, yeah, I don't know, Power Platform. Yeah, it sounds expensive. Yeah.
I have another question for you. What you had in your hands, is it a mouse that is also a clicker?
It's a mouse, then it has a clicker, yes, and it has a red laser pointer as well.
That deserves a clapping. Man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. So on the AI app that you showed us, without any kind of shame, which I liked, in fairness, that looks way better than a lot of costly internal-facing corporate apps. Yeah, it's true. So kudos for that.
Thank you.
Somebody, which I'm not going to say the name, maybe I could say the surname Cruz, or maybe the name and not the surname, Carlo, you know? Yeah.
Carlo, okay.
Said you did what you needed to do to get the job done with the skills you had. You king.
Cool.
You're the king, yeah.
Ah, thank you.
Well, more stuff here. Man, this is crazy what's happening here in the question area. Careful about Vercel. Have you seen big bills if configuration went wrong?
Vercel, yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't got to that stage yet in my career, so.
How successful were the AI chatbots in generating website code for you? Example, worked first time, took multiple prompts to get it right.
Oh, it's just annoying. You got to switch tabs all the time and copy and paste. Like, that's the, like they, yeah, just that's the biggest pain point. Like, yeah, it works. You just need to stay persistent. Just stay, yeah,
That's what you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have another question. Oh, I have another one. Well, PS Power Platform is included in your Microsoft license. That is expensive. That is expensive, guys. And now that you solved the problem you had, do you feel accomplished?
Yes, kind of. I mean, there's always work to be done. There's like, they can still improve. You can still improve on your products. So,
Last question for you. Were your slides AI generated?
no.